Once again, 2024 is filled with bombshells. There's a bunch of allegations, people getting exposed, and in this case, we are going right back to Dr. Disrespect. I already dropped a video about this, but this is important because it just clears up a lot of information, and by this point, my previous video is extremely dated. So let's just get right into what Dr. Disrespect had to say. So it appears that this is going to be Dr. Disrespect's ultimate response to all of the allegations, and here's what he had to say. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that two former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. That's a different level of disgust that I hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the out of here with that shit. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry, friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear? Yeah, right. Okay, it has to be said. It has to be said. It's just important to say this. I don't care how much of an avid supporter you are, but he literally admitted to talking to a minor. That's disgusting in its own right. Regardless of how he phrases it or how he words it, talking to a minor alone as an adult is kind of concerning. The fact of the matter is that even the way that he words it is very concerning because he outright claimed to have sexually charged messages with a minor. We don't know their age either, which makes this even more concerning. And the way he tried playing it off by mentioning these were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, I don't understand if he thought that that phrase was actually going to help him out, but it definitely doesn't. If anything, he's just outright admitting to doing something that by most cases and most standards, including mine, is morally reprehensible and abhorrent. It's disgusting. One of the most embarrassing things about this too is that he couldn't even fully commit to admitting to something this fucking large. He actually edited in and out the word minor several times as he was writing this document. I'm trying not to laugh right now because the situation is really messy. Like, this is one of the very first and few times that we see people ever actually admit to something this large. I also want to make a little bit of a smug brag. This is going to sound annoying, but I actually sort of made this exact theory in my previous video as I was looking at all of this other information come out. Let's say hypothetically, and I say that in very bold words, hypothetically, let's say that he did do what he is being accused of. That would imply that Twitch did actually end up reading his chat logs with this individual, and that would also imply that there was a breach of privacy in his chat logs, which could also hypothetically be a grounds for a lawsuit, especially if they terminated him for something like that. This means that when both parties settled, not only did Dr. Disrespect get paid his contract, but on top of that, they must have both both agreed to a non-disclosure agreement so that they can avoid talking about something that could be potentially defamatory. As for his claim that he didn't do anything wrong, all this has been probed and settled, nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, there's a very high possibility that what he's claiming is exactly that. Maybe if there actually was any evidence of him doing something that he's being accused of, there's possibly not enough criminal activity going on for him to have been charged with anything illegal, or any criminal activity at all for that matter, considering that many states have different consent and age laws, but I digress. Which brings me to something else. I don't care if what he did wasn't illegal. A lot of people are making the argument saying that, well, he didn't break the law, so he's not actually guilty. It doesn't matter if he didn't break the law or not. What's important is that it's a morally incorrect thing to do. It's just humanly wrong to try to talk to an individual or even have mutual conversations with anybody who's significantly younger than you. I know I sound a little bit agitated in this video. I sound like a little bit more unprofessional than I typically am. My oration is definitely not there. I'm definitely stuttering a little bit more. And the reason why is because Dr. Disrespect is a huge figure, right? He's literally one of the biggest streamers in the past 10 years. And for somebody this big to come out and basically admit that, yeah, they were in fact using their platform, to talk to a minor is insane. It's outrageous. But then you gotta think about the implications. Why would Twitch hide something for this long? It's incredibly disgusting because who knows who else has been banned indefinitely for something similar and nobody has just said a word because they're just not high profile enough. Who knows who's been endangered on Twitch's behalf? And well, actually, I shouldn't say Twitch's behalf, but who knows who else has been endangered under the watchful eye of Twitch? Not that they actually have a watchful eye, if it makes any sense. Who knows who's been endangered because of Twitch's negligence, actually? Regardless of the fact, it actually does make sense why all of these companies and other people would actually come out to denounce Dr. Disrespect, because not only did he get dropped by his own game studio that he helped found, but he also got denounced by Ninja publicly. And I'm pretty sure it's because people knew behind the scenes that what we were all theorizing actually came to pass. Also, something that really rubs me the wrong way, something that's really getting under my skin, is that he's so smugly and boldly is just saying that he's going to be making a comeback after an extended vacation. And he has the audacity to say, they want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Look, you can't just admit to talking to a minor and say that you're going to be coming back to streaming. Like, if you do something like this, that's it. That's game. You don't have the privilege to make a comeback. Some supporters, some insane fans are going to make the ludicrous cope and say that, well, I don't think that he should actually leave forever. He's probably a reformed individual and there was nothing actually wrong that went down behind those messages. Look, I don't care what you think. I don't care how damaging or how not damaging it was. At the end of the day, this type of mistake isn't something that you can consider a mistake. This isn't something that you can walk back from. If you do this, you're automatically just a terrible person that can't really be trusted, which seems to be the case. This isn't one of those situations that's kind of like gray on the spectrum of morality. It's really black and white. If you talk to a minor, and one of the purposes was to sort of flirt with him or do something like this along the lines of anything like this, you're cooked. You don't really deserve a chance to come back or do anything again for that matter. I mean, this is genuinely game over for Dr. Disrespect. There's no really coming back from this. That's really all I have to say. That's really where I'm gonna end the video. I don't feel like discussing this further or making more claims or making some whack job theories or whatever anymore because I'm pretty disgusted as it is, right? Who would have expected for somebody this prominent in the community to do something so ludicrous and insane? That being said, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Later.